What's up, everybody? Windows Tech Channel back again. So what you're looking at right now is the Toshiba satellite A215-S7422. Let me see if I got that right here. Oh no, S7422. So this is a machine that released in 2007, right around the tail beginning of Windows Vista support. And as such, this comes pre-installed with Windows Vista Home Premium X32, and it's an RTM release. And well, before I get into today's video, I'm going to show you the ports for this machine real quick, since this is you guys' first official time seeing on the channel. So the front here, we have the volume wheel here, the headphone and microphone port, and then the SD card reader, or the memory card reader, however you want to say it. Yeah, the thing I'm using for this thing is an empty Lego tuxedo cat box, so it's kind of not ideal, but we'll get through this video. All right, so then we have, I think, a CIA card slot, mini USB or FireWire. Speaking of USB, we have two Type 2 USB ports here, Ethernet, S video, and the VGA port. Nothing interesting on the back side, just a battery. This side up, you have the Kingston lock, the charging port, the optical drive. I think that's a phone port, and two USB ports on the front. And this thing has 4 gigs of RAM, and right now it has a 256 gig SSD. And here's the innards of the machine. So the keys, it's pretty standard for Toshiba around this time. So trackpad right here, and then of course your control buttons up here. You have next, back, stop, play. This is kind of more of a, okay, I didn't really mean to have this on yet. In fact, I wonder if there's a disc in the drive. I need it out. Alright, well, yeah, this thing is more of a media-focused PC, so hence why it was aimed towards home users. Alright, that being said, let's talk about what we're doing today. So I got this PC in June, and like almost instantly, well, this one I got from a coworker who kind of works in the same department as I do, but was getting rid of this and a MacBook. I did promise a video on the MacBook, but things ended up getting complicated for that one, so I decided to scrap it completely. Plus, I took apart that PC just for the hard drive, and I can't be bothered to put it back together, so that hard drive will probably be going in the Toshiba Windows XP machine. And actually, that PC might be where I do the, actually no, because I'm still planning to do the evolution of Windows Vista and Windows XP videos. Maybe other operating systems if I get to it. I might do a evolution of Windows 8, where I go from the earliest known build up to maybe RTM or something like that. But yeah, that definitely will be for another day. So as I do any PC I get, I instantly start searching for if this PC has any sort of recovery medium I can use. Lo and behold, I find some on the archive. Now, this PC is kind of finicky in a way, because no matter what I do, burn DVDs or official recovery mediums like this here. Yeah, yes, this is what you would get if you had requested a Toshiba. Oh, no, if you bought a brand new Toshiba PC around this time. It's just 2 recovery disks. Theoretically, these are supposed to work properly, right? Well, no. Nothing I did would make the recovery work at all. I even tried copying the SWM files and creating a single .wim file. And, well, I basically did everything I could think of. I even tried to install Windows myself and then just install the drivers and maybe the recovery partition at that. But I have got, well, I posted a couple of things regarding this PC in the community tab, and believe me, I would like to get this thing back to factory settings without an issue, but it has been a completely frustrating thing to do. Like, so damn hard. In fact, I've gone through about, like, just within the last week of trying again to get this PC to factory settings, I went through about 3 DVDs and 1 CD. This CD is Windows 7's pre-installation environment thing. 1 disc has Hirons. I believe another disc has the AIK setup for ImageX. And 1 disc actually contains a copy of disc 1 because, unfortunately, during my testing, and I might be buying another recovery set. Unfortunately, during my testing, Disc 1 garnered some kind of unrecoverable scratches. So, yeah. I also went through about a couple of hard drives trying to get it reinstalled. I went through this Hitachi hard drive, which is a 250 gig hard drive, which I believe came out on an Apple machine, and it's unfortunately 5400 RPM, so I kind of made a right call there. And I even went through this thing, which is a rare 240 gig Intel solid state drive, which is pretty cool in a way. So what we have in there right now is a 256 gig Samsung SSD. So, and it is worth noting, I even have tried getting Windows 7 to work on this thing, but this copy might be a bootleg or something under the hood because my product key for this thing apparently isn't valid. So, I definitely am going to attempt to track down another copy of Windows 7. I might get a skill copy of Windows 7 Ultimate because because Vista and 7, I just prefer the Ultimate editions if possible. So that's my story on that. Now, what are we doing today? Well, seeing as I can't... Oh, well, wait. I didn't even sure what happened when I did get the WIM applied. So I get the WIM applied, right? But then the installation screwed up. Well, big time. Because one thing, it brings up an error that says Windows is not fully installed. You can run Explorer and everything, but the computer is heavily slow to use, and it's a complete pain in the ass. And no matter what you do, it's basically unusable. So after everything I tried, I just gave up. But I still wanted to give this PC an OS for the time being until I get a proper solution from someone about this PC's recovery process, and maybe they have a VHD of the recovery partition. I really have no idea how to handle that, but if you guys have anything that would help, like a recovery partition of sorts that you want to back up, please let me know, because I'm dying to get this thing back to factory settings. I've done everything I could. But all that aside, so I was just watching, so I was just going through some YouTubers lately, as I normally do, and I come across a dude named Vista on YouTube. Yes, that Vista. You guys will know him as the Windows Vienna developer, and it's vastly different from the popular Windows XP Vienna edition, which, yes, I have heard about, and I actually thought about installing that on the Packard Bell 7800 recently, but, I just wanted to give this PC the attention that it deserved. And, well, I find out that his project is actually marked as completed. So, what do? Go and download the ISO and burn it on a disk. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be putting Windows Vienna on this PC until I can get this PC back to factory settings. Now then, I've rambled too much. 10 minutes have passed. Let's get this going. Alright, Alright, gotta get this thing in the boot menu. Actually, as I do with every first video on these things, I'll show you the BIOS. Alright, so it detects everything properly, 4 gigs of RAM, BIOS version 1.7. I had to load set up defaults because I thought that might have been a reason why it wasn't working, but oh wait. Oh yeah, that. Alright. Of course, you gotta make sure the DVD is the first bootable option. And yeah, this thing is very well capable of running 64-bit Windows, so I don't see why this would go wrong. And by the way, I'll definitely be leaving a link to Vista's channel in the description. Go check him out. And Windows is loading files. So let me just kill the lights in here. I sometimes have the fan running, but I kind of got a little too cold with the fan on recently, so I just turned it off. So that being said, it's just going to do its standard loading of the files. Now, this did come on a much larger scale than a standard Ultimate ISO file, so this is like a 3.8 gig file. Now, he used to have a website where he hosted this, but unfortunately, it got taken down due to, from what I saw in the comment section on that video, high maintenance costs. So they're now in the Internet Archive. Oh, and Vista, if you're happening to be watching this, then, well, just know that, actually, I'm just gonna give you a shout out, okay? I lost my train of thought. So, shout out to Vista for this modification of Windows Vista. This is gonna be great. Now, from what I saw, this is based on Windows Vista Service Pack 2. Now, I did see from the Internet Archive that you can use Windows Vista retail keys, except I don't know if my RTM key is going to work on Service Pack 2. Now that is something I'm going to be testing. So, yeah. See you guys back at the setup screen. Alright, so right off the bat, you'll notice that the background is majorly different than what you're used to. However, the setup background reminds me of the RTM release of Windows Vista, because the RTM release of Windows Vista, it's kind of like that, but green instead of purple. And you'll see that Windows Vista is replaced with Vienna. So, we're going to go ahead and get the install going. Alright. Alright, I'm a little nervous. However, I'm going to attempt to pop in my RTM Windows Vista Ultimate product key. Alright, so my product key worked. So, it says here Windows Vienna and Vienna takes the place of Vista. Now, did Vista change around the EULA? Okay, don't think he did. I think he just, changed the, Vista text to Vienna. Oh, and you see that the, X button up here is now purple as opposed to red, so that's cool. Accept the license terms. Obviously, we are outside of Windows, so we can't do anything about that. Custom advanced. And I hope my hard drive is not corrupted anyway. Alright. So I'm just going to delete the partition. And I think System Reserved became a thing in Windows 7, so we're not going to be able to do anything about that. Alright. Selecting the drive space, and there we go. It's copying files. Now, I should note that, first of all, why would you even use Windows Vista as your daily driver? You have Windows 10 and 11. Although, you guys might want to switch to Windows 11 soon-ish, if you're still going to be using Windows, despite Microsoft's invasion of privacy being known to the public, or shall I say exposed to the public, because Windows 10 support is ending next year, which is crazy to think about, because like I don't feel like Windows 10 has been around long enough just for support to end. Like, think about it. Windows XP was like the longest running one, being at like 13 years of service. Windows 10, appropriately, 10 years of service. Get it? And of course, you have Windows Vista, which had like, also 7 years actually. Let's not get into that though. Anyways, this is the long part here. And yes, this PC is hesitant on expanding files for like a few minutes, which, to be expected. It's on a DVD, not a USB. But anyway, I'll be back once this is done. Alright, that took like maybe 15 minutes-ish, 15-20 minutes, but it's now due for a reboot. So let's see what it does. My guess is it's probably not going to be any different from what we've been seeing. Oh, by the way, I know you guys are not able to hear it, and probably wouldn't want you to in a way, but if for any reason you hear any raining, unfortunately I'm getting the side effects of Hurricane Helene. Because, yes, I live near the coast. Well, it's actually going straight up. Well, I'm not going to get off topic about that. If you guys been following the news, you'll know about the hurricane. In fact, I'm doing this now in case I lose power. Although, I probably wouldn't even... Although, let's be real, I'd probably still be able to do this video if I didn't have any power. Alright. Please wait while Windows sets up your computer. Yeah, this right here is a major giveaway to me. This is a service pack. Now, big difference between this and the RTM release. The RTM release would have the Windows logo like right in the very center, and then please wait while Windows sets up your computer's text is replaced with please wait while Windows prepares to start for the first time. Which I find to be one of my favorite Windows Vista screens ever. Alright, so just as I thought, nothing changed from that. I'm just going to take this sticker off of the Intel SSD. I had actually peeled it back just so I could see what was underneath the screws on the hard drive, or the solid state drive. And it doesn't really feel like an SSD. It's just probably a glorified hard drive, but without the platters. Plus, it's got the gigabyte information on the back. So, why would I care? Alright, completing the install at the moment. I'm gonna be guessing that, the part where the cursor changes to the, spinning wheel doesn't change either. Also, a difference between the RTM release and service pack, and I'll let you guys see that in a second if it decides to go to that point. It would basically go to a black screen with the cursor still intact. But yeah, also, that's been changed to purple as well, from the standard blue. Alright, and I'm guessing this is the last reboot here, knowing this thing, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and take the disk out of the drive. We really don't need it anymore at this point. Now, I know what you guys are going to be saying. Why don't you try getting this installed on your Packard Bell? Well, I can probably predict none of you are going to say that, but just a scenario. Like I said in one of my last videos, I'm still having trouble finding a BIOS update applicable for that thing. Like, I tried a couple, but it just wouldn't do the job. Oh, vastly different from what we have here. And and he even went through the process of changing the pictures for the accounts. And for reference, I did not watch a single video like all the way through from him. I just found Windows Vienna, just like the beginning portion of the setup, and that's it. So technically, I'm going into this blind. Okay, that's all right. Pick that here. And we have several different wallpapers. We have this. This one reminds me of, I know you guys are not going to agree with me, but that looks like the background from the final pre-reset build of Longhorn. I have this. Let me just move the wallpaper real quick. These look like real-life images or something, which is pretty cool. Move this down real quick. I thought I'd like these ones better. That looks like a yeah, that's a big modification of the default wallpaper, which we're not going to use the default wallpaper. If anything, I'm probably going to be using this one with the pretty flowers. Use recommended settings. Oh wait, it's not this screen that has the networking information. Yeah, I always get like confused, like if this thing detects a network card. But this thing doesn't detect anything for some odd reason. You know, let's hit start on this thing. I'm very curious to see the please wait while Windows checks your computer's performance screen. Windows Vienna will now assess your computer's performance. Oh yeah. He definitely changed this. Check out Vista's YouTube channel for more details regarding Windows Vienna. And it basically leaves a link to his YouTube channel, but I will be leaving it in the description. Vista's custom Windows Vista theme. Be sure to check out other custom Windows themes. Alright, and then we have... What is Windows Vienna? Windows Vienna is Windows Vista with the alternative visual style. This was made possible by patching theme-related.dll files to allow you to apply any custom Windows Vista theme you want. So he definitely changed this around, which I find pretty interesting. Be sure to check out other custom Windows themes designed and created by Vista. That's what I was trying to read. Alright, so I think it just loops through those three. and nothing else. Unless if I'm wrong, which I very well could be. Yeah, I think it is. Now, does this thing still pick up the sound driver like it usually does? Oh, wow! So he went so far as to changing the startup sound. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Alright. Here we are at the desktop. And check this out. It actually does detect the AMD Turion thing. But unfortunately, it's still the standard VGA graphics adapter, so they're not able to do much about it. Like if I wanted to go to display settings, I can only do this one here. Alright. Oh. Alright, so offers from Microsoft. We got more about Windows Vienna on Vista's YT channel. So, not a lot changes here, kind of. Well, okay, well, we got 3 side gadgets enabled by default. We have this here, the view headlines one, and then the clock. Over here, we have the root certificate update, which apparently we gotta run this as an admin. I'm like loving the sounds here. And the text has changed to purple as well, which I found pretty cool. And then we have a different browser installed by, well, we have the MyPal browser, like, installed by default. But other than that, it's basically just the same, it's basically just a standard install of Windows Vista, just modified. And this thing even has tablet PC input too, which is cool. Did he include... Okay, no, he did not include the Windows Vista Ultimate Extras in here, which might be something I cover. Maintenance and startup, nothing. This thing didn't even run. I hit allow. What the hell? Okay. Alright, I'm going to try and install a driver. First thing real quick. We can run WinVer real quick. Come on. Yep, there it is, Windows Vienna Ultimate. Now, do we have to activate this build? Alright, I got the right disk. We're gonna minimize that real quick. Clearly, we have a 1.0. If you want to know, processor is a 4.8, memory is a 5.9. Graphics and gaming graphics share a 1, but I'm guessing that's because of the driver. And the hard disk actually shares the same score as RAM. And again, if you don't know how this works, it's basically just whatever the lowest score is, that's your score for the Windows Experience Index. And great. I really do not want to activate this build right now. Especially if I'm going to be getting this thing back to factory settings in the future. Now, unfortunately, the problem is could not enumerate. So this thing is kind of finicky. Something must have been hard-coded or something to where it actually strictly requires the original hardware. kind of like how the Gateway Astro worked. Because if you guys saw the Nostalgia Malls video on him recovering his Gateway Astro, during the setup portion, you required the original hard drive, no, the original keyboard and mouse, which he didn't have. So, yeah, I find this as a massive fatal flaw for this PC. If it really needs the original, like the original hardware. In that respect, I have thought about getting the original hard drive for this PC off of eBay, but probably going to sleep on that because I still want to use an SSD in this thing, like as badly as I can. Like, yeah. So I think the drivers are, yeah, I really like the sounds in this thing. Where are the drivers again? Oh, there's the WIM file for that. Yeah, like, I think the pre-installed SWM is kind of corrupt in a way. Where is it? Comps 1? Oh, yeah, there it is. Like, that is weird. Okay. Display driver is right here, I think. Like, let me just... Like, I'll copy the display driver to the desktop here. Yeah, this is basically a standard install of Vista with different themes applied. I might see if I can get this PC's graphics driver, like, from the internet, if this still doesn't work. And it gets a little bit weirder because, despite this being the correct PC and everything, watch what happens when I try to run the Toshiba Disk Creator. Alright, well, it's got the WinZip self-extractor thing here. It is not impossible to install it in this PC. So, like, I'm stuck, essentially. Yes. So, we're just going to try... Oh, forgot this thing is always on top. For some reason. Display driver. Manual. So we have this here. The command executable method is okay. I wonder if we can just... Oh, we don't have 7-zip on this computer, so... So we can run this here. Please close all the applications before Catalyst Install Manager. Okay, we can do that. Just close out of this. I'm pretty sure it's a DVD. Okay. Okay. So we'll try to install this. Like, I'll do custom here. Yes, I want to create the folder. Failed to load detection driver. Failed to load So I think I might just have to get ATI graphics driver, like a generic version of the ATI graphics driver for Windows Vista. Because I would like to show you guys the graphics drivers for this thing, like, in full force. So, actually, I don't expect this to do anything. I'm just going to go get an ATI graphics driver thing real quick. Alright, welcome back, everyone. So, I finally go and track down a driver real quick. Oh yeah, I had to open Task Manager because I had to manually close it. Oh great. Don't tell me it's USB phobic. Okay, yeah, it said it was ready to use, but do you want to scan and fix? Yeah, this thing has RTM Windows Vista on it, like a modified version. So we're going to get the ATI drivers out of here. And we have, actually, hang on. Yeah, I'll take that out of here real quick. And we can actually go into Device Manager for that real quick, because we do have an INF file here. That would be under Display Adapters. Scan for hardware changes. Alright. We're going to update device driver software. Half disk. Alright, so it's on desktop, ATI drivers. What? Alright, you know what? We're running the EXE. I thought I was going to be able to do it that way. I wonder if this is a 32-bit driver, now that I think about it. Yeah. That's kind of exactly what I thought. Is there an INF file in here? No? Yeah, I think this thing is made for, yeah, I don't think Windows NT. Well, this thing does have the Catalyst software. Maybe, why don't I just try installing my display driver again? The problem is, the issue here is, there's no INF found. I would like to have one. Okay, since there's absolutely no way I'm going to be closing it at this point. Let's just do Express. You read those terms all right? Ugh! Screw you! Okay, I've about had it. Hush. Please, yeah, this is my massive frustration with this thing, but before I go, since I literally forgot, let's see if we can change the theme. Windows Vienna. Oh, we do have, okay, Windows Cyan, Windows Dunes, Windows Indigo, Windows Sapphire. I like this, hold on. Alright, and desktop background, bundled themes. Oh, wow, okay. Wow. We have Vienna Vista's widescreen. So that's pretty cool. Screensaver. Screensaver can't run. Oh. Yeah, pretty cool. I know I keep saying that, but it truly is. But, you know, that's all I really wanted to do. Just install it and just go through some of the basic stuff. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.